Welcome to day 4. It's going to be a partial day here today. Had to run out to pick up some groceries and pick up some more material. I went to Princess Auto because they had aluminum on sale. This is 3/4 by 3/4 by 1/16 aluminum. I'm gonna try that for where the roof. See, where the where the roof intersects on the corners. Bad example, but anyway, where the roof or the exterior cladding meets up in the corners. There we go. That's much better. I'm going to try to use that because the actual RV trim is like $85 a piece here locally. Now that's for a 14-foot piece. So that aluminum that I have there was a $7.99. It was half price, so I got a lot of it. So I'm going to try, once I get it built, it's going to be a small curve on the front. I'm going to make a jig and see if I can put a slight bend on it. But anyway, so today, as you can see, got all the clamps taken off, roughly 24 hours from when this was put in place. So I'm going to bring down the knee walls now and do some calculations here and just try to set them in place. I may not permanently install them, but I'll get a feel for where they're to. So when I come out tomorrow, I'll permanently put them in place, put on the soffits, as well as build the front up there to tie it all together. And then I might have to run out and get some more lumber because I'm going to build a couple of sawhorses and move this outside where I'll have a bit more room to build. Well, I'll have to do it eventually. Supposed to have rain this week, but we'll see. Yeah, so there you have it. That's the plan for day 4. Well, there was a little bit of overhang of the ACM on the framing, and I wanted to make it flush. I started using my M12 flush cut, but it was just taking too long and it was just too hard to get it flush. Then I said, aha, why don't I use my flush cut bit on my hand router? This is one that I picked up, Benchmark. Yeah, Benchmark. I think it's a little 1/4 horsepower thing. And it went through it perfectly, except, it threw up these tiny little bits of plastic. And I used a water bottle, modified it to collect like 90% of it, and it worked quite well. So it may not look like much progress today because it was only a half day, but I did manage to trim all the ACM, so it's nice and square along the edge. And I took both the short wall, the knee wall, and the soffit, and I trimmed them up a little because there are some spots where it's a little bit, a piece was a little proud, so I took the planer and planed that down and gave it a little sanding because I do like it looking kind of smooth when I'm going to put it all together. So tomorrow I'm going to be installing these walls and see what else I can get done. Thanks for watching. Well, it's day 5 of the build, still rain, drizzle, and fog. And today, as I said in my prior video, I'm going to be installing the knee walls and the soffits and probably start working on the front part right up there. And just to show you what I've done is I took a couple pieces of scrap strapping and just screwed to the outside of the floor so I can butt the knee wall up against. Also got it here, so now it's where it's supposed to be. So I'm just going to just put some clamps on it, clamp it down, put the other one roughly in place. I may put a couple of pieces over here just to catch it, and then just see how square it is, and then glue it down and screw it down. Okay, so I've got a line of PL here on the bed. Slide this in place and clamp it down. Okay, I've got I've got the two knee walls up right here, and on the other side, just got the soffit just put up there just for a test fit. Now I'm going to remove these and just pop them on the inside of the knee wall to make sure this is squared up. So, knee walls, soffits, glued, screwed, tattooed, lag bolted, countersunk lag bolts, because this will be living area here. So got those out of the way. Now I'm going to be working on this piece right here. Going to be a 6-foot piece, go from here over to here to add some good stability and also square it up a little. Here's the plan right here. This area I'm going to leave this bar out because we're looking at getting another hatch that's a different size, so I'm probably going to just be building the rest of this. And I did manage to make a little bit of room to take out my miter saw there by sliding this kind of underneath. Might try to push it in a bit further, but yeah, it's coming along. So I've got the front part framed up a little. That's the side. I was just looking at that. Where's the back? Or sorry, the front. The front. Here it is. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to frame up that upper section, and I may or may not attach it today because I do have to run out to Princess Auto and pick up some dollies. Because what I'm doing, the weather's been really bad, raining, and I don't want to end up building this outside. So I took a measurement, and that's what I was looking at this. It's going to be 76 inches high from the base to the roof. I easily have 82 inches to the door opening in my garage. And the dollies that I'm getting are 5 inches high. So 76 plus 5 is 81. So I'll have a full solid inch of clearance. But I actually have a little bit more. I have closer to really 7 feet. And if I take off this here, I'll get an extra inch. So I'll have 7 feet there. So I should be able to do it. Then I'll be able to roll it out in the driveway on 2x12s, then raise it up and put it on the trailer. And on the dollies, I'm getting dollies with 4 casters on it, so I can move it around instead of being stuck in one location like this. I'll be able to roll it around to whatever side I'm working on, which will be much easier. And it'll only be 5 inches off the ground, so because this is all comfortable height now. But once I start building the walls, it'll be a bit lower, which would be perfect. Well, at the end of the day, you know, the biggest thing is cleaning up for the next day. There's nothing worse than coming out to a dirty workshop. So I'm in the process now. Like I even had to rip a board here today. So I'm going to clean everything up so that, like as I did in previous days, clean everything up so that when I come out tomorrow, everything will be clean and tidy, and I'll be able to start working again. Actually, I think tomorrow morning I'm going to run out early and pick up those dollies so I can lower this down a little bit and have some more access. Well, and tomorrow it'll probably be shoring some of this up with extra plating and that sort of thing. Yeah, especially these areas here, because that's where it's going to be lifted. Oh, and it's a good picture here. So like my plates are going to be going here to tie down and lift the trailer or the pod, and I have it connected all the ways down here. So just to add some extra reinforcement, I have some gang nail plates that I'm going to put in along here to make it just a little bit more sturdy. And yeah, okay, so anyway, I'll show you how the garage looks after I clean it up. So here we are at the end of day 5. All cleaned up. Garage is pretty clean. Tomorrow, I think, well, I have to put a brace in across here. Not sure what this. Put a brace in across there. And I have some metal, like hurricane ties and that sort of stuff. I'm going to probably install them, you know, in here. Let's see if I got one handy. Oh, I got one here. These sort of things. Just to add to some extra stability. Because these are going to be the lifting points and the tie down points. And yeah. So that's it. Day 5 of the sleeping pod build. Thanks for watching. GoPro.